speaking of putting away Marth, you were playing Fox for a little bit. I was talking about it with Shik. I was like,
so after two Arcadians ago, not the one like recently, but after the one before, I wrote a blog post and kind of some post Arcadian thoughts, and I said that I was going to. I was like, basically, consider me a Fox now, and I'm basically starting over with Fox, and and that I didn't stick to that, but I have.
I think you got the goods, man. I saw you played him a mom, and I think you lost. You lost to someone who was like really good, and I thought I was like, because you won game 1 like very convincingly, and I was remember telling Shik not too long ago. I was like, because you were on stream, I don't remember who you were playing, and I was just like, yeah, I like his Fox a lot.
My Fox is definitely not bad, but I'm not at this point in time. I still consider myself a Marth with alternates.
A pocket Fox?
I mean, there's the Fox, there's a Falcon. I've been working on my Falco. I've been putting a little more time into Ices again. Those are my top 5. Marth, Fox, Falcon, Falco, Ices. And yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we have Peach and we have Puff. This is not a lot of people's favorite matchup, but if you watch closely and you pay attention to how these characters need to negotiate space around each other, how they need to make it back to stage after they get knocked away, things like that, how they play neutral, simply. Like,
I think there's no other way of saying it. I was waiting for that, to be honest with you.
It's really, really interesting. And it's not easy for Peach.
I didn't get to catch the set that they played in Winners Finals. Dudutsai won. I thought Rime had won, so shows how much I know.
It went to game 5.
That's great. That's actually really good.
And then in that 5th game, Sai, I think, 2-stocked him.
Yeah, Sai's a robot, man. He has the same face expression whether he wins, whether he loses.
He definitely has put in a lot of time, and I feel like he keeps his cool pretty well.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, no, this is Grand Finals, New Game Plus Ultra 11. Thank you all for watching. That's great. Shout out Big Blue for having us. I love that. I can't come to Balance Match every Tuesday because I have school and then work and like an hour away. But I really wanted to come out. I really wanted to do commentary today because I feel like I have potential to be a really good commentator. So shout outs to Big Blue for giving me the chance.
Hell yeah, man.
Shout out to both of these players. Shout out to Ryan for coming. I think he said he was on a break from Melee and he wants a break from his break.
Yeah. That's
I guess that means he wants to play Melee while he's on a break?
Well, I think he hasn't been to a tournament. He went to Smash for the People last night and he won over Younger. And that was his first tournament in a little while. I know that he lives with Heart and Array.
Heart's really good.
I don't think they played that much Melee together, to be honest with you. But it wouldn't surprise me if they have a session here and there, kind of occasionally, like, oh, hey, you want to play a few games? Because they're both pretty good players, and they're good practice for each other. Other than that, I'm not sure like how much Melee he's been playing, but obviously you can see that, he's still real good.
Yeah, Ryan.
And I don't blame him at all for wanting to kind of come out to a couple events and, just
see it, test the waters?
Yeah.
No, I think Rime has the potential.
I'm certainly happy to see him.
I love watching Rime.
Always been a fan of his Peach.
Unfortunately, I don't know him as well as I'd like to as a person, but from a Melee, watching him, I admire it.
All you need to know is that he's a god. There are many people that, back in the day of like the Melee games being really big around here, and kind of people were curious about what school someone might have been affiliated with and what prefixes they might have been able to put before their tag. There aren't many people that at any point in time could put both MIT and Harvard before their tag. It's pretty nuts. He's very intelligent.
Yeah, that's a very, because he went to MIT. I don't know what he studied, but it's a technology school, so it's like I would guess I'm there. And then is he at law school or is he?
I'm pretty sure he's kind of doing medical school.
Oh, yeah, no, he's either law and medical. That's what I was thinking of.
I don't know exactly what his what his plan is for, his career and how he will make a living and that stuff. Because I don't think he's quite done with school yet.
No, yeah, I mean.
But yeah, he's a good dude.
And I mean, if
I don't know him that well, but he's always been a respectful guy when I've talked to him.
I mean, if you think about it, if you can come out to Melee tournaments, because like I barely have time as an undergrad student.
Right.
And, like, he's in graduate school, which is like 10 times the intensity. So I mean.
Oh, we gotta update. This is not game 1, right? Is it still? This is still game 1. Sorry.
This is game 1.
Sorry.
Scott's on it. Scott's on it.
And we're last stock. I mean, rest is on the table here. Maybe like an up tilt into a rest should kill from anywhere on the stage. Actually, I'm not sure about that. Maybe in the middle it wouldn't.
More along the edges, it would probably beat the stock.
And you really have to use turnips. You have to pull as many as you can against Puff because she's slow enough that it gives you the liberty to pull a lot.
Exactly.
And when you have a matchup that lets you pull a lot, I mean, if you're not pulling a lot, you're not playing it right.
Yep.
Simply put.
Yep. Oh, that could be it.
Okay.
No.
Soon, dash attack will kill, and that's scary for Puff.
Which is weird because I feel like Sai started off really hot, and then like
Rime
just kind of took over.
He had the lead for a while, but that's how this matchup goes. It's like the Puff can be ahead, but then they might go like 2 full minutes without touching the Peach because they have to deal with like turnips, and they're like, all right, how am I getting around that aerial and that aerial, and you know, and do I want to be in the air as much? Let me take to the ground, but then you get dash attacked. It's like shit. But for
and that's game 1. Rime, he's got, you know when people like kind of step back after that, you know they're like, all right, that was a grueling game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he kind of stepped back. He's like, and then he went back and sat down. He's like ready to go to game 2. Yoshi's. I don't know anything about this matchup, so I can't tell you if this is good or bad.
I just think that preferentially, if that's a word, Sai likes this stage. He'll go to Yoshi's game 1 against me a lot of the time. I mean, not that that's against Peach, but I think the benefit of this is that he'll be able to kill the Peach faster. Let's say maybe he's edge guarding a Peach that's like parasoling back, and she's kind of up high in one of the 2 corners.
And he's resting for fun right now. Wow.
Yeah, finding if you block a lot of characters' dash attacks, it's a free rest out of shield. If the Puff has practiced it enough, and you know,
Sai definitely has.
And he definitely has. And that's the danger to trying to use the dash attack to like beat out a grounded Puff.
Oh, I totally forgot. Mass Madness is this Saturday, so that's definitely a good reason as to why Rime's attending tournaments right now, because I'm pretty sure he's going to that.
I mean, we'll see. I don't know for sure if he is.
No, I think it's confirmed. I think Tom confirmed it.
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes sense.
Apparently, like, at least half of the top PR is going.
There's a ton of heavy hitters coming. Like, I know there'll be a Connecticut presence. Shout outs to CT, just by the way. Fucking love Connecticut. Oh, damn! Even with the, for some reason I thought landing on Randall was gonna wake him up, but that's like not factual.
Is it because he did it and you were like, oh, he definitely has like there's a rhyme and a reason for him?
Dude, that edge guard was nasty. He eluded the parasol hitbox and then just crept forward a tiny bit, down smash. That was sick.
Yeah.
I was like curious how he was gonna negotiate it, and that was perfect.
This is an interesting choice. Like I said, don't know anything about this matchup. I feel like this is one of Peach's worst stages.
Here's why I think he went here. He wants the lateral distance.
Yep.
Having more space left to right, it'll let him just run away for a second and pull a turnip, right?
Yeah.
And that's good for Rime because Peach just wants to have a turnip, and the turnip might lead to an aerial. It might let you just kind of throw vegetables at them. However you want to use it, the turnips are huge. The only other stage that will afford this kind of left-right space after him winning on FD game 1 is Dreamland. But you don't want to take a Puff to Dreamland. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Even though he's Peach, like you don't want to deal with that.
That's long. That's a grueling game.
So I think that's why he went Stadium, because he wants the lateral distance, and he doesn't want to go to Dreamland to have access to that.
And I mean, let's talk about it. Game 1 was very close between both of them. Like last stock, I believe, between both of them. Game 2, Sai kind of smacked Rime around. And Game 3, Rime is now smacking Sai around.
Yeah, big time.
So, I mean, this is a very fun grand finals. Oh, that's sick. That's nice. And he's going to wake up, too, before he gets hit.
That was awesome.
Yep. Yep, he's going to wake up beforehand.
And I think part of why Sai wanted Yoshi's was because it's like the smallest lateral stage, and so he didn't have to worry as much about turnips.
So do you think FOD? Like, let's say Sai loses, would you think FOD?
I think we can expect to see FOD.
Just for that reason, because of how tall the stage is and whatnot.
Like potentially Battlefield, but I think FOD.
There we go. There's a nair. Turn up. Yeah, no, I definitely see he's hitting down B a lot.
I mean, yeah, dude, it's important because you'll tack on a lot of percent on Puff, and then you'll get her to the point where, like right there, strong nair killed off the left side from the right ledge. It's like,
yeah,
and a lot of the percent that you get on the Puff over time is from turnips, like just literally. Or you know, you might throw out a down smash that connects or stuff like that, but you always want to have that turnip so that you can rack up the damage. Once you rack up the damage, it's like, all right, my nair will kill now, my F throw will kill now.
Yeah, I guess I feel like one of the big problems here is, besides that, is I feel like a lot of Puff, like I feel like it's hard other than rest, because like you have to build a lot of percentage to kill Peach.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a disadvantage for Sai, because like when you play a Spacey, you can just throw him off the edge and back air.
True.
Right? Or something like that. Well, with Peach, you can't do that because Peach can just parasol up, float, and then worst case scenario, up B, grab the ledge. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
I mean, we have to keep in mind, this is definitely a winning matchup.
And he used another stage. He doesn't care.
It's a winning matchup for Puff. Even though Peach can pull a lot of turnips, Puff's back air is just a nightmare for Peach.
Anyone, really.
Yeah, honestly for anyone.
I get scared.
There's definitely a couple moves that some characters have that might outspace it. Yeah. But Peach doesn't have something that just straight up outspaces Puff's back air.
Yeah.
So
no, you're right.
I don't know. Like it's not that hard for the Puff to find hits and get Peach to kill percent.
Yeah.
But it's Rime's making it look really hard for Sai right now.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think I don't. My opinion's just starting to change. He's used 2 stitches. That's 2 more than I've ever seen him use. But on another side note, I mean, it looks like,
it could be a, like, if I'm fighting Puff or certain characters, then I'll use it because like I feel like.
But I mean, against Lemon and Winners, he didn't use Stitch at all.
Well, that's Doc though. Peach beats Doc. Peach doesn't beat Puff.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why we saw him shake his head after he used it. Remember?
Yeah.
Against Lemon. I don't think he's shaking his head this time.
That's a good back air there. And see, that's what I mean. Like, unless like that stupid high percent, like that doesn't. It helps because it gives you neutral. Like you control the stage, but like that's sick. I really like that.
It's a great setup.
I'm a big fan of that right there.
Okay, so Rime contested the ledge there for a second, then he was like, wait, screw this. I can just run to the middle and grab a turnip.
Exactly.
Okay, a bit of a reckless pound there. Didn't get punished hard for it. That nair will kill.
Oh, that's something.
Wow, nair to a fair. I feel like Rime is getting more off of his hits.
Oh, that's
damn.
Yeah.
Hate to see that happen.
It's not like emotionless. Like if I SD like that, I'd be like, oh shit. Like emotionless. I like it.
I mean, you can't get phased by what's happening on the screen.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Shout outs to this post I saw in like Rhode Island Melee earlier today. Big shout out to Tashinde925 because he wrote it it wasn't that long, but just kind of like advice on like getting better. And it had to do with how, you can't let yourself get phased by anything. You just have to process what's happening and play accordingly. Just play the game. Because, any amount of like emotional response to anything that happens is detrimental to your goal of winning. But and I enjoyed reading that. And then his TLDR, for some reason, I didn't really understand it, was I like to multi-moonwalk. But
that's another stitch. I mean, he's been getting stitches like crazy.
Yeah,
we're going
pretty good RNG for Rime.
And I guess he's definitely running it back. Definitely, well, not running it back, but we're running the set back.
I mean, what else is he gonna do? Say, oh, actually.